As is customary, as the township attorney, I will be presiding over this meeting for about 5 minutes, and until a mayor is sworn in. Please take notice that adequate notice of this meeting was provided to the public and the press on December 30th, 2025, in compliance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975. All council meetings are now live streamed and can be viewed at the following link, https://www.youtube.com/Sparta Township streams. Please rise to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we move to the appointment of the mayor, I've been asked by the township clerk and the township manager to present the outgoing mayor's plaque that the township did not have available at the end of 2025. And having conferred with Councilwoman Murphy, if you would please present that at your convenience.
Sure. Sparta Township Council and its staff. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all my council people. I am proud of 2025. We did do some initiatives that will hopefully last a lot longer than my tenure will be. Trail, film, beautification, which we will appoint today. I'm also proud that we got information to the public about the remediation efforts at Station Park. We brought in DEP officials, EPA officials to do that. We got experts about Sparta Mountain deforestation. Very proud of that. I'm also proud of initiatives trying to stop the illegal distribution of cannabis by prohibiting land use that's been responsible for millions of dollars. So we have a lot more work to do. Whoever takes the helm, I know there's plenty to do, but we're in good shape with the talent that we have behind me, and none of this could be done without them and our staff. So thank you.
Okay, at this time, I would ask the council to submit nomination for mayor for 2026.
As is the tradition in here in Sparta, I'd like to nominate the deputy mayor, Margie Murphy, to be mayor in 2026.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other nominations for mayor?
Yes, I proudly nominate Dean Blumetti for mayor.
Okay, any other nominations? Seeing none, we'll take a roll call vote in the order that the nomination was received. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll for Township Mayor for Margie Murphy?
Councilman Blumetti.
No.
Councilman Clark. Councilwoman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Scott.
Yes.
Councilman Sylvester.
No.
Thank you. That vote fails. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll call vote to have Councilman Blumetti appointed mayor for 2026?
Councilman Blumetti.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Scott.
No.
Councilman Sylvester.
Yes.
The vote passes 4-1. I'll now turn the meeting over to Mayor Blumetti.
Congratulations, team. Thank you. Thank you. You need to get sworn.
Now's the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Dean Blumetti,
I, Dean Blumetti,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people,
and in the state under the authority of the people,
perform all the duties of the office of mayor
perform all the duties of the office of mayor
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Before we get on to the next topic on the agenda, I'd just like to share a few brief comments. I'd like to do a few thank yous first. Thank you to my wife and dear family here in person, and also watching from New Jersey and from around the country for their constant support and enduring belief in me. To outgoing Mayor Clark and Deputy Mayor Murphy, for your focus and your commitment throughout all of last year. To my fellow council members, our employees, our volunteers serving on our boards and committees, and our professionals, for your dedication in making and keeping Sparta the special community that it is. I'd like to share a few thoughts about how I see things entering 2026. First and foremost, the reality is that we're really one very small community here. We're all neighbors who care deeply about our town. However, I'm tired of the political nonsense and the divisiveness. And I know most of you in this room and those watching on the live stream and in our community probably feel the same way. Partisanship is bad enough in towns unlike Sparta, where they're formally structured along party lines. But it's even worse here in a Faulkner Act town where nonpartisan collaboration is actually encouraged and envisioned for the benefits that it provides. Divisiveness is damaging, and it's distracting us from getting the real work done. I don't make decisions by party, I never have, never will. My decisions are based on information, analysis, and what I independently truly believe is best for this town. I believe we should act and vote from a place of hope, not from fear or according to artificial constraints. I honestly don't care where my colleagues fall with respect to national politics. Doesn't matter. What matters is how we work together to serve this community. So how can we make this work? I can assure you that everyone sitting up here on this dais cares passionately about this community in their own way. But we're not perfect. We're not going to agree on everything. And that's okay. Actually, that's good. We all agreed on everything. You need new people up here. I believe we're meant to come together to debate ideas and issues and solutions, to seek to find common ground, and to evaluate based on merits and pros and cons. But when we do hold differing opinions, it's going to happen, we, all of us, including the public, need to resist the urge to assume it's personal or that there's some behind-the-scenes conspiracy at work. Those who may disagree with us are not the enemy. Assume positive intent. We're all just trying to do what's best for this town. 2025 was a rough year in many ways. We all recognize that. I have three simple requests that I think will help in 2026 to help us be more productive and efficient. Listen. Listen to find areas of commonality. They are there. Second is don't judge. And the third is just be respectful. Now, easier said than done, especially when you're hot, you have a hot topic and you're passionate about it. I'll strive to do my best this year in those areas, and I respectfully ask that my fellow council members and the public do the same. Once again, we're a very small community. We need to come together to keep Sparta the special place that it is. Thank you. Okay, next, I would like to open up for nominations for the office of Deputy Mayor for 2026. Do I have any nominations? I'll start, actually. I would like to nominate Councilman Mike Sylvester for Deputy Mayor for 2026. Are there any other nominations on the floor? Okay. Madam Clerk, do we need a vote if there's no other nominations?
We can take a vote. We should take a vote.
Okay. Please, would you do a roll call vote?
Sure. Mayor Blumetti,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilman Sylvester.
Yes.
No.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You want me to do it? Oh, take the. Got it?
There you go. Place your left hand on the Bible, and you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Michael Sylvester,
I, Michael Sylvester,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state under the authority of the people,
and in this state under the authority of people.
and that I will faithfully,
I-
go ahead,
Sorry, I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of Deputy Mayor
perform all the duties of the office of Deputy Mayor
according to my best of my ability, so help me God.
and according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me? No.
Is it okay if I just stick with mine? or-
Excuse me?
It's the same, right?
Same one.
We can do as much as we can.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you.
Looking forward to a great year.
Same.
So next, let's move on the agenda. We're going to go to the section number 3, council appointments for statutory boards. The first one on the agenda is the Environmental Commission. These are all appointed by the mayor, so I'm just going to read these off, the appointments for 2026. Christine Dunbar, regular member. Robert Otto, regular member, moved up from alternate. Christine Rogers, regular member. Alex John Birdie, new appointment as a regular member. And also for the chairperson, our recent chairwoman, after 3 years, her term ended and she resigned to join the Board of Ed. So congratulations to her and thanks to Kim Knoll for all of her work. So we have a new chairperson this year, which is our vice chair from last year. Neil Sauerwein is going to be the chairman of the Environmental Commission.
Yep.
We are going to hold off for now on the council liaison for Environmental Commission. We'll do that next week or so. Next on the agenda is the Library Board of Trustees. So these two are also mayoral appointments. So I would like to reappoint Mark Beardmore as a member again of the Library Board. And I'll take the role of council liaison for the Library Board. All right, next on the agenda, Planning Board. So for the Planning Board, we have a number of openings here. I'll make a motion to place Deputy Mayor Sylvester in the Council Liaison Class 3 role, and Christine Dunbar to reappoint her to the Class 4 role and the Environmental Commission Liaison. I'd like to reappoint, the motion also includes a reappointment for Brian Zimmerman as alternate 1. And also, the motion includes Birgit Bogler as a new appointment as alternate 2. Do I have a second?
Second.
Would you like to do a roll call vote?
I think we have to, do we need to break those up by the persons?
By person?
Okay.
I make a nomination for Mark Scott to be on Planning Board. And I believe there's another, you have a mayor designee as well, correct?
Correct, that's open right now.
That's
We
open.
haven't discussed that yet.
Okay.
But you can't make a motion on mayor's designee. You can make it on the
Right.
first one.
Right.
So you just need a second. With the,
Second. You don't need a second for a nomination.
these aren't nominations. The nominations were only for mayor and deputy mayor. These are now regular motions and seconds. Okay, so do we address the first motion first? Okay. So the motion I made was for Deputy Mayor Sylvester, Christine Dunbar, Brian Zimmerman, Birgit Bogler. Do I have a second for those? Oh, you seconded it, right, Mike?
I second it.
Neil seconded it?
Councilman
Okay. A roll call vote, please, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Scott,
Is the vote for all three?
This for the motion I made,
To appoint all three?
4.
4.
Could I have some clarity on this? Christine Dunbar's term isn't up until next year. I'm not sure she should be considered, but however, if, she is, the person filling her spot is only there for the remainder of that term.
Yeah, you're correct. That's Birgit Bogler, the alternate 2, would have 1 year of the 2-year term left. So she'd be on for 1 year.
Okay, can we note that in the record?
Yeah. Yep. Any other discussion?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Okay, we have appointments. The Class 1 Mayor's designee, I have a candidate that I'm basically set on, just need a final review on the individual, so I'm going to delay that mayoral appointment till next meeting. All right, next, moving on to zoning board. I'd like to make a motion for the following. To reappoint Kenneth Laurie, reappoint Richard LaRuffa, appoint as a new person as alternate 1, Brian Romanowski. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Is there going to be an alternate 2?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for confirmation. There's a strong candidate with a lot of experience that applied and just waiting final confirmation on the scheduling. So that's going to be delayed.
Will that be shared with the rest of us? Prior?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, I could do
Because
that.
I don't have that.
Yeah, it's in the packet of applicants for zoning board. I'll tell you.
Well, I don't know who it is. Okay.
Okay.
So right now, we're just on Kenneth Laurie, Richard
LaRuffa.
LaRuffa, and
Brian Romanowski. Yep. Brian is the alternate 1. Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call vote?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Okay. All right, now we're moving on to the advisory committees. So the first one is beautification. So I'll make a motion for new appointments for 5 individuals. This is a new committee. So we have Barbara Abita, Susan Appaluccio, Stephen Aspinall, Milani Brinkenhoff, Jolene Richmond. And also I'd like in the motion to include Councilman Clark as the council liaison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. All right, thank you.
I will say that because this is a new appointment, and I'm now the council liaison, I will be in touch with the appointed members about scheduling meetings, and then at future meetings, I'll tell the public when we meet and everything. So I'll hopefully have that information to you by our next meeting.
Okay, thank you. All right, next on the list is the Business Development Committee. So I'd like to make a motion to reappoint the following 4 members: Brad Carlson, Nicole Frankauer, Patrick McKernan, Dean Reinauer. And also would like to include in the motion 2 council liaisons, Deputy Mayor Sylvester and Councilman Scott. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
May I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Okay, moving on, Cultural Affairs Committee. We have 6, I'd like to make a motion, we have 6 reappointments and 1 new appointment. So I'd like to reappoint the following: Glenn Allen, Stephen Hespit, Stuart Lieben, Neil Sauerwine, Chris Tuthill, Bill Wright, and Janelle Ledyard. Janelle Ledyard was actually technically appointed during middle of this past year, but but she wasn't contacted in time, so she hasn't actually started her role yet. So I'm including as a new appointment, but she's been in the process for a little bit here. And also, I'd like the motion to include the council liaison of Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
All right, may I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Next is the Film Committee. So we have a number of reappointments. I'd like to make a motion to reappoint the following members: Kevin Ali, Robert Boyle, Frank Dolce, Justin Karpowicz, Scott Landy, Sean Landy, Roy McDonald, Rachel Pizzuli, Michael Puccio, George Segal, and council liaison of Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes. Can we add additional nominees after this group?
If they have applications, so
Yeah, as long as
on
they
the
have
film committee, if I can clarify, this is from our committee. What we do, we have the applications come in. We ask the applicant to attend a meeting to make sure they're a good fit and everything. We're doing that. There's 2 applicants who are not being appointed tonight because they've yet to attend a meeting. We had to notify them. They are Sam Holovax and I think Ken as well. So we'll be reaching out to them. We have our meeting on Thursday, the 3rd Thursday of this month. They will attend that meeting, and then hopefully the meeting that we have after that, we'll be able to appoint them. But it's a procedure that our film committee has come up with as a way to make sure people understand what is involved in the committee and not just appoint them before they've had any experience.
Good.
Great, thanks for explaining that.
Sure.
I just want to make sure they were included.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes.
And sorry, Mayor Blumetti, one thing I forgot to add about the cultural affairs, we had a number of applications for this committee beyond the people. I'm still need to reach out to them and see if they're still interested. Also, we're looking to sort of expand the scope of this committee. They've done an amazing job putting on the summer concerts, and that takes up a lot of work of the existing committee, but I think there's a way to get some additional people to expand some of the offerings of this committee, so I need to reach out to them, and hopefully at a subsequent meeting, we'll be able to appoint some additional members of the cultural affairs and really broaden the scope of this committee going forward in 2026.
That's great. It's exciting. It'd be wonderful to have them expand our scope, I think. Next is the Municipal Alliance. So I'm going to list off a whole group of names here, all as reappointments. First, we have Town Manager Zepp, School Superintendent Matthew Beck, School Board President Caitlin Gagnon, Michael Bell, Jennifer Derricks, Jean Emmering, Patricia Klebes, Dawn Crumpfer, Doug Lehman, Lisa Lombardo, Chief McCarrick, Marie Morrow, Tara Rossi, Susan Santori, Vicky Zabo, Brad Zakowitz, and Council Liaison, Councilman Scott. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Next, we have the Recreation Advisory Committee.
Excuse
only
me,
have-
Mayor. There's 2 co-chairs for Municipal Alliance. Did you want to appoint a second one?
Do we have any interested parties to be a second liaison for Municipal Alliance at this time? Okay. We'll hold off for now.
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Recreation Advisory Committee. We have one reappointment, and that is Pat Caruso, and also a motion for council liaison of Councilman Clark. There are additional openings too on Recreation Advisory Committee, so we may do more filling in the coming weeks. Do I have a second?
I'll second this.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is the Rev 250 Committee, which is all about our country's anniversary year. So we have a number of reappointments here and one new appointment. So I'd like to make a motion to reappoint the following: Andrew Buchanan, Elise Cisco, Marianne Francisco, Lynn Leitner, Pete Litchfield, Ben Thies, Nancy Madaski, and the motion includes council liaisons of Councilwoman Murphy and Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I would like to note that Nancy Madaski is actually considered a new appointment, so that's not a reappointment. My mistake.
She's been on it.
She's been, yeah, she's, I understand there's been some meeting attendance going on, but I think officially, yeah.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. All right. Next, for the Senior Advisory Committee, I'd make a motion to reappoint the following: Mary Coe, Pat Murzarek, Joan Shaw, and also a new appointment, a new member of Susan Casiola, and council liaison of Councilwoman Murphy. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. All right. Next on the list, almost done. Trails Committee. So we have a number of reappointments and a couple new members that are going to be appointed. So I make a motion to reappoint the following: Brad Carlson, Christine Dunbar, Douglas Dykstra, Ann Lupich, Landon Tanieri, Christy Whitehouse, Jeff Wolf. And the motion includes two new appointments: Jeff Lanoski, Ann Sears, and the council liaison of Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. All right, next we're down to government liaisons. So we ideally need two, and some of these we may just have one for now. So I make a motion for the liaisons to Sussex County of myself and Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Next is our liaisons to the Board of Education. I'd like to make a motion for that to be Deputy Mayor Sylvester and Councilman Clark. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Next are liaisons to the Lake Mohawk Country Club. I make a motion for that to be Councilwoman Murphy and Councilman Scott. Do I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. All right. Last of the boards and committees is the Sparta Health Department liaison. We ideally have two right now. I think I'm the only one interested, so I'll make a motion that I'm the liaison for Health Department. Unless there's any other candidates or anybody interested? Oh, okay.
If we need one,
Okay, well, we could leave it for
we
now.
can
and
leave
yeah.
it if we, I will
Yeah.
be.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes.
It was just me this year.
All right, everyone, we're done with that. We're on to section 5, which is a segment that is open to the public on pretty much the rest of the agenda. So all the resolutions that follow. So there are resolutions from pages 6 through 46. We will accelerate that, but anyone in the public is invited to come up now and with any comments on the resolutions in the agenda. And if you do come up, please state your name and address for the record, and be reminded that each speaker is limited to one comment for no more than 5 minutes, and no yielding of time to another person is permitted. Is there anyone wishing to speak about the resolutions? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to the resolutions. So the next section are resolutions
Excuse me,
regarding
Mayor.
professional services.
Mayor, I think we have a member of the public who,
Quick question. Beth Broderick, still on North Shore. Anand, under the first one for Township Attorney, it still has your office listed on Mountain View Boulevard. Did you guys move?
we did, we're in the process of transitioning the office.
Okay, so would this resolution have to be updated to the correct address then?
It's a ministerial change. We can update the address.
Okay, and I know I was late because I didn't know that the meeting was at 6. Will there be open commentary on what just happened? Is that at the end of the meeting, or should I just email you guys?
You can email, there's no, this meeting, the reorg meeting has one public comment section, which is
Okay,
now
so
on
you'll update
resolutions.
the correct address from Mountain View Boulevard?
Sure.
Okay, just trying to make sure everything's accurate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.
Okay, so we are about to vote on resolutions under section 6, A through O. I would like to bulk clump those together and do this in bulk if we can, unless anyone wants to carve out any of these, and we can do that.
Yes, I'd like to carve out M, N, and O.
M, N, and O, okay. Okay, so let's proceed.
Saying carve out for further discussion.
They handle each one
lump 'em.
separately. Yeah, they handle it as a separate
Need a second.
item on its own.
All right.
Good, okay. Okay, may I have a motion to approve resolutions in section 6, A through L inclusive?
I would move we approve resolutions A through L.
May I have a second?
I will second.
Because there are a lot in here, would you like to do a roll call vote?
Well, you can say all in favor. If they're all in favor, you can say all in
Okay.
favor.
Sounds good. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, A through L are approved. So now let's move on separately to,
Can I ask you a quick question under this, what we just approved? Under the health services consultant, what exactly does the health services consultant do? Don't we have, isn't that handled by the county?
Yes. And we have a liaison, which is a gentleman that works with the county and reports back to us.
And that's Steve Levinson. Okay.
Correct.
I just want to understand. Thank you.
okay, may I have a motion to approve resolution M? Professional Services Resolution Affordable Housing Agent.
And
I move we approve Resolution M, resolution to appoint an affordable housing agent service as identified on page 22 of at least my agenda.
Okay, may I have a second?
Can I ask a question? Have we used this?
Let's second it first.
I'll second it.
Okay, seconded. Okay, discussion.
Yeah, I was just wondering, how many units does this company handle for us? Exactly, what do? They're taking applications?
Yeah, they do. They do. They are our third-party administrative agent for the affordable housing obligations that the township has, and they handle both the sale of the units and the rentals of the units, and they also keep track of the list of applicants who are eligible for those units. They're all tracked, and they also follow all the reporting by the state, and they also keep tabs on, with our finance department, on the monies that we take in for affordable housing, the COA
For the
program.
DCA?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know approximately how many units they handle?
I don't. I could get that number for you, though.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I don't. Again, they're split between rentals and sale units, too.
Renewal.
Okay, thank you.
We've had them now for 3 years.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion, questions on M?
So that is our one housing agent.
Mhm.
The one company we use, okay.
Correct.
Okay, all in favor of approving Resolution M, Affordable Housing Agent, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, approved. Next, Resolution N, Professional Services Resolution for Financial Consultant. May I have a motion to approve that? I'll make a motion to approve it. Do you have a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion or questions on N?
Yeah, I just had a question, we have a consultant, well, we have a CFO, we have a consultant, and then we have an auditor. I mean, that's over $250,000 a year, and I was just wondering, is this all necessary?
I believe it is, just because our CFO she's new. She was recently licensed, well, not too recently, about a year and a half ago. And the consultant who I've brought out to the council several times, and I intend to bring him out.
Oh, he's a sharp guy. No,
Yeah.
I just.
So he's been assisting. I have been slowly weaning him off on his hours. He comes in right now at about once a week, and he's at a phone call for the finance officer if and when needed.
Okay.
And then the auditor is the auditor. We've had the same auditor for many years now.
All right, thank you. I just wanted some clarification. Sure. Thank you.
In regards to this contract, it has a $50,000 cap. Do you know what he charged last year? What he spent? What his costs were?
Uh,
I can get that info for you, Mike. I don't believe it's near 50,000.
All right. Okay.
Excuse me,
You're
Mayor?
using him once a week, right? You said on
Now.
occasion?
Now I am.
Okay.
I'm weaning him off as our CFO becomes more and more comfortable and versed in the requirements of all the obligations she has.
Just a reminder, if everyone can speak into your microphone.
Yeah, just for the live stream,
And
everyone.
Sorry.
thank you.
Okay.
Some of us have loud
This
voices.
is for-
It's okay, you'll get used to it.
All right, so for Resolution N, all in favor of approving financial consultant, say aye.
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 Okay, approved. On to Resolution O. This is a professional services resolution for the township planner. May I have a motion to approve that?
I move we appoint, we had approved Resolution O, resolution to appoint a professional township planner.
May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion or questions? Okay,
This person is currently hired as the fair housing, affordable housing
Planner.
planner. Isn't that correct?
That's been her primary use right now, but
Yes.
because she's the council planner, we can use her on other related items if necessary. It's not solely for the affordable housing. Most of our work has been in the affordable housing area, but if we have other issues that may come up dealing with land use or whatnot, we could also use her at the council's discretion there.
And it's an hourly charge to the municipality, township?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I've looked at so many contracts, so.
175 an
And
hour.
Mr. Zepp, if you can, give me the total amount from last year, just for,
I'll have to get that to you, Mike.
I appreciate that.
Sure. No
Thank you.
problem.
And does this come out of the general funds, or is there a fair housing bucket, affordable housing bucket?
There is.
And does that money come out of, does this money, the money that's used on behalf of the affordable housing come out of that bucket?
Yes, out of the COA fees, because they're applicable. Not everything comes out of COA. It has to meet certain requirements, but most of her services, as of recent, have come out of that bucket.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay,
Is there a cap on that? Is there a cap on that amount? We had a cap on the previous group. There's no
Not
cap
on
here.
this. Well,
No, no. I have to take a look at our contract. There isn't a cap, but I don't think we have either an hourly rate or a cap on the professional service contracts that we put here, and you'll see sometimes both.
Right.
That's put in there. That planner area, I know that we don't use her a whole lot, the expenses have become a large concern for us. And we're able to access the funding through the COA program, so
Right.
it doesn't come out of the general fund.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
thank you. Okay, so all in favor of approving Resolution O for the Township Planner, say aye.
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 All right, approved. Okay, so now we're moving on to Section 7, which are the finance resolutions. So this would encompass, starting on page 27, I believe, resolutions AA through JJ. Would anyone like to carve out any of these for discussion or a separate vote? Otherwise, we'll handle these also in bulk.
Yeah, I would like to carve out double H and double I. They're very similar, but I just had a question regarding them.
Okay, so HH and II. Anything else? Okay, so may I have a motion to approve finance resolutions AA through GG inclusive and JJ?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, that's approved. AA through GG and JJ are approved. So next, let's move on to HH, which is the investment of idle funds and fund transfers. May I have a motion to approve that resolution?
I have a question. We'll go with that discussion.
So moved.
May I have a second?
Right here, 36. Second.
Okay, any discussion on investment of idle funds and fund transfers?
Yes, I had a question on HH and II. The investment of idle funds and fund transfers, in other words, sweeping the funds every night here, that the funds that we collect from in our taxes. All right. I just wanted to make sure that that's happening. And B, I was wondering why we don't put out an RFP on this. Why are we just saying Provident Bank is our bank? I mean, there's elsewhere in this document, it talks about repurchase agreements, and I'm just not familiar with Provident's Treasury Desk if they have the ability to do that for us. In other words, to maximize our return on our idle assets. And I just wanted to know if it would be worth shopping it around.
Mr. Zepp, any
Yeah.
perspective from the chief, like the finance?
One is, you know what, I would welcome all the questions, just give them to me ahead of time. And I would love to have the answers for you and the public when I'm aware of what your inquiries are. I do know that our bank, Provident, was recently changed over from Lakeland, and it was a large transition. It was a lengthy process. There was a lot involved with that. I also know that the banking that we use has to meet a whole high level of requirements to meet the standards that the municipality has and are required for, with investing money, with deposits, handling money, deposit pay protections, all that stuff that has to happen, that all has to be there. What the costs are, it's a good question. That's in the finance field. I'd have to look into that for you. But we can research that and get you accurate information, but I'm not prepared right now.
Okay.
Do you have a personal contact liaison from the bank?
Yes,
that you
we do.
meet regularly?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Are the gears of progress going to stop if we don't vote on this tonight, or we table this and discuss it more, or do we need this?
That's where your money is right now.
So I guess we better pass it.
Yeah, it would be wise to, but you know what?
Can we amend it to say that, I mean,
I
this doesn't
would
lock us
like
in.
it if the council would put faith and trust in the professionals, and we haven't had any large issues, and the ones we have, they've been very responsive in addressing. Most of those were entailed during the transfer between the two banks. We had to make sure, we had some issues going on there, and we were able to get those addressed.
No, I
But-
appreciate that. I just want to make sure, I mean, we have a very tight budget. I just want to make sure that we're maximizing the use of our idle funds.
I agree, and I can get you that information. I don't know
Okay.
what more to
All right.
tell you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. My feeling is we approve it for now, and then we can follow up in
We
the
could
next
always
few weeks
amend
with the CFO and just make sure if anything else needs to be changed, we can do that later. Okay. Any
Okay.
other questions or
That's
discussion?
it. Thank you.
So this is HH we're on, right? So we have
Right.
a motion and we have a second. All in favor of approving HH investment of idle funds and fund transfers, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next, Resolution II, professional service. This is the banking resolution. May I have a motion to approve II?
This doesn't lock us in, is what I'm
So
saying.
let's do a motion in second first, then we can,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'll make a motion. A second?
And I'll second it.
Okay. Discussion or questions?
So, no, just, is there some way we need to amend this or add to it, review it? Or can we just kick out of this at any point
Yeah.
if we want?
II.
I would ask you to email me your concerns, and I'll look
Okay.
into it for you and follow up. Meanwhile, this is a standard professional service contract with our bank.
And so that is cancelable on 30 days?
I'm not sure exactly on the terms with the 30 days. I'll have to, each contract has its language in it.
Okay.
But on something as heavy as our banking, I think that we're all professionals here, and that if you have serious concerns, which I'd really like to know what they are,
Well, I don't
I
have
don't think
serious
they're
concerns.
concerned.
I
Well,
just have,
that
I
you
mean,
want to
Providence
cancel
is
in
a
30
regional
days,
bank.
that sounds like
I
a
love
serious
Provident
concern.
Bank. I do a lot of business with Provident Bank, but they're a regional bank. They're not a national bank. I don't know that they're active in the repo space and that they're active in maximizing the return to our assets. And that's all.
Lakeland.
Is it maybe
Again,
it's Wells Fargo, maybe it's Chase?
Councilman Scott, I'm happy to answer. It's just, you know.
Okay, I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just, and I'm not throwing you under the bus. I just want to know that we have the option here
Just an
to,
option.
just an option to look at this.
I'm sure
We
we
can
always have an
always
option.
look at it.
Yeah.
Mr.
can
Zepp,
always
I
look at
agree with Councilman Scott. If you could just supply and include me on some of the questions, I think it's a good look, and
I'm here
Not to
usually
question
9
your
hours a day,
professional-
guys. Hit me anytime. You know where I'm at. I work for you. It's just, you know, I'd rather be prepared for you and not just, you know, sudden on
Well,
us.
Okay.
We're all getting
Okay,
better
so-
at getting prepared. Don't worry.
Okay, so for Resolution II, professional service banking, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, approved. Okay, now we're moving on to page 39, which is getting closer to the end of resolutions. These are Section 8 designations. So these are all around declaring at the beginning of the year who the township's official advertising, media and print and electronic media partners are, designating the schedule for township meetings, the agenda format for meetings, et cetera. So you'll see that on page 39 forward. So would anyone like to carve out any of these resolutions for discussion or a separate vote? Again, these are starting on page 39, so it's advertising and media print, advertising media electronic, council meeting standard schedules, standard agenda format, and legal depositories. So those 5. No? Okay.
Well-
Okay, so I'd
I
like
think we've handled the depositories.
the banking. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'd like to make, I'm going to clump these together then. So I'd like to make a motion to approve resolutions under Section 8, designations, resolutions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are Roman numerals. May I have a motion?
I move we approve designations 1 through 5.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we can add to these, the media and things, we can, if there's, as something changes or something comes up, like the print,
At a later
media,
date.
yeah, we can always add that.
Okay. Next is Section 9, appointments and resolutions regarding administration. So these are things such as appointment of fire marshal, emergency management coordinator, the different agents for state applications and forms, and certified recycling coordinators, et cetera. This starts on page 40. That's where the list is, and it goes on after that with the details. So would anyone like to carve out any of the resolutions, 1 through 13, on
Yes,
page
I'd like
40?
to carve out, I'm sorry. I'd like to carve out 4 and 13.
Okay, 4 and 13? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'd like to ask for a motion for resolutions 1 through 3 and 5 through 12.
Excuse me, Mayor Blumetti. Resolution 1 and 2 are appointment by the township manager.
Okay.
We
So they
just
don't
have
get,
to- His appoint, and then you can ask for the motion.
okay.
Thank you.
So we'll handle 1 and 2 separately. Okay.
Can you carve out number 3, just for my clarification?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to carve out 1 through 4 and 13. So right now, let's handle resolutions 5 through 12. So may I please have a motion to approve resolutions 5 through 12 under section 9?
I make a motion to vote on 5 through 12.
May I have a second?
I will second.
Okay, all those in favor of approving resolutions 5 through 12, say aye.
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 Okay, so let's go back up to number 1. This is the appointment of a fire marshal, which is appointed by our township manager.
Okay.
Yes, our fire marshal, fire prevention services are handled by Eric Stahl of Hardiston Township. This is the shared service that we recently transitioned into from last year.
Okay, thank you.
Were we, was there any rate increases proposed to us this year, or is it the same?
No, the fees are handled by the state fees that the users pay for fire prevention services. So they're sort of self-funding
Okay.
on that. There was a transition, period where we did offset it a little bit with some software fees and some maintenance fees. But we were able to use our fire prevention penalty fund to pay for that. So
Okay,
there's
great.
really not a lot of costs here.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions from council before we go on to number 2?
What town again do we share?
Hardiston.
That's right. That's what I thought.
Okay, next one is the appointment of the Emergency Management Coordinator and Deputy Coordinator by Township Manager Zepp.
Yeah, this is the same as last year. Chief McCarrick is head coordinator, and Tom McIntyre is deputy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's move on to resolution number 3 here. May I have a motion to approve Resolution 3, which is a resolution authorizing the displaying of commemorative flag on township-owned flagpoles?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 3.
May I have a second?
Second.
Okay, questions, discussion?
Yeah, for my clarification, and again for the public, just can someone give a 2-second overview of where this ordinance stands and what it reflects? Because I know there was some discussion in the past about what flags can go on the primary flag poles on township property. And just want to get clarification on that. It's the American flag, it's a POW flag, it's the state flag, correct?
Yes.
No other flags could be flown on township property?
We have commemorative flags on.
They have to apply, or there was a process, right, for that?
The primary,
I'm just asking for my own information.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, I think, a little while back when this was last
yeah.
proposed.
What I understand is that the primary flagpole, the large one that you see, needs to be that order you mentioned. That one can't be touched. The
Right.
commemorative ones go on a separate, smaller flagpole,
Okay.
smaller flag.
I think there's just some concern as to what the order is, and I just want to make sure that my concern is that we're following the right rules, that we've got the state flag, I'm sorry, the national flag, and I believe the state flag is on the next pole, but it can't be as high. I just want to make sure we're doing it right.
Yes, Councilman Scott. The state flag, and then underneath that is the smaller flag, the commemorative flag.
And then it's
And
the
that's on-
POW flag after that,
POW flag is underneath the American flag.
underneath the
on a
American
separate-
flag, then,
On a
yes.
separate, yes.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're a little tired with the flag controversy, so
I understand.
thanks for the clarification. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second, and we had discussion. So all those in favor of approving Resolution 3 for the commemorative flags, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, that is approved. Okay, next one, Resolution 4, is a resolution of the township establishing a procedure for public comment. So may I have a motion? This is the annual one that we typically renew, generally speaking. Do I have a motion for this?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 4
May I have a second?
for public comment.
Second.
Okay, this is, the details of this one are, at least my copy, it's on pages 42 and 43.
Yeah.
So I do have actually a minor amendment. I'd like to add a few words into a section of this. So I can begin. So again, this is on pages 42 and 43. So it starts with a number of whereas clauses, then you get to the now for there it be resolved paragraph. About halfway down, it talks about each speaker shall be granted no more than 5 minutes in the aggregate. After that, I make a motion to insert per public comment section. So in other words, 5 minutes per segment that we have, not 5 minutes total. So I make a motion that we specify that, so it's 5 minutes per public comment section. And that would be after the word aggregate and before regardless. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Sure. Now,
Discussion?
I have comments also. Is that now is the time for that? Or,
This is on the amendment.
This is just, unless you're against the amendment, we should vote on the amendment, then we can go on to the next
okay,
comment first.
no,
Yeah,
good.
okay. All in favor of the motion that I made for adding per public comment section, into that paragraph, say aye.
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 Okay, approved. Okay, Councilman Scott?
Okay. In the last word on page 42, the second to last word is undermined. Speakers may be curtailed or undermined. I just don't, I mean, I looked up the definition, and if you really stretch, you could say that the word undermined may be applicable, but I think it's a little, it's disconcerting to the public that we have that word in there. Why don't we just say curtailed and take out undermine and then my other question is last year we had a lot of back and forth between the council, the mayor, and the public, back and forth, and a lot of people really didn't get their say in. And I would like to extend this 5-minute period to 7 minutes per person per period, per comment period.
So let's, if we could, let's address the first,
Right.
your first idea
Okay.
first.
Take out undermined.
Well, would you like to make a motion for that, and we'll second and discuss it and get legal
Sure.
advice?
I'd like to remove the words undermined and at the bottom of page 42.
I second that.
Can I ask for clarification? You mean and undermined? Just get rid of that last.
I guess and undermined.
Okay,
Yeah.
we need the last one. Okay. Is there a second?
Yeah, I second that.
Okay. Discussion? Attorney Dash, do you see any issue with just removing those two words from here? Is it changed that?
No, it's fine.
Okay, okay.
Look, may I comment on that?
Sure.
Or- I think in the spirit of strengthening communications with the public, I agree with that change and the proposed 7-minute rule. I think this is guidelines for the public and folks up here to properly engage and be respectful of timeframes and time limits and discussion. So, I mean, if we're holding this down to the second here, we got bigger problems. So, I'm in favor for 7 minutes if
Well,
you want to
let's-
increase it.
Yeah, if we could, let's vote on the first motion that Councilman Scott made about removing and undermined. Would we like to do a roll call vote, or do we want to do a,
Or you can ask if all in favor, I can do
Yeah.
a roll call.
all right, let's do an all in favor of removing those two words in the
Aye.
motion? Say aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, clarification. What two words?
Okay.
And undermined.
And undermined.
So it's in the
Oh,
fourth,
and not, you're not getting rid of curtailed, right?
no.
No.
Is the basis of the motion that undermine is superfluous in addition to curtail and therefore is not necessary? I just want to understand.
Well, I think it's a rather negative word when we're just saying that we'd like to curtail long-winded speeches by the public.
No, I don't think it refers to the speech, it refers to their rights to speak, and the reason why you put limitations is because you don't want to curtail or undermine their right to speak. It's not saying that we want to undermine them, we're actually trying to ensure that their rights don't get undermined or curtailed. So I don't think it refers to the speaker, it refers to their rights. That the reason why you have these limitations in the first place is so that you protect the right of the individual to speak and that right not be minimized or, undermined. But I could get behind it if you think it's just superfluous. But I just want to make sure, council understands that's the appropriate, the way I read that phrase.
Yeah, I'm just, either way, it's a distinction probably without a difference for a resolution ultimately. But the intent of that is actually to favor the broader speech of the public. We're actually saying in order not to undermine, not to curtail, we have this resolution, not the opposite. The way this is written actually is in benefit of the members of the public. It presents them in a more positive light. But again, it's really a distinction without a difference. My personal suggestion would be to leave it, but
I'll withdraw my motion. I understand
Thank you.
that now.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
you're welcome.
Okay. So now we have another discussion, or would anyone like to make a motion, another motion?
I'd like to
You
make a
mentioned
motion that we
something
extend the public comment period for each speaker for each comment period that there are during the meetings, which I believe there's this one in the middle and there's one at the end, to 7 minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion? Questions?
I understand that most townships actually have 3 minutes. That seems to be, and our Board of Ed only has 3 minutes as well. So we're literally extending this by 2.5 times the actual usual and customary limit. So I want to understand why we need to deviate from the Board of Ed and most townships.
Well, I mean, there were multiple times this past year where the public was not allowed to complete their thesis statement or their presentation because of the feedback that was coming off of this dais, right? Whether it be the mayor or whether it be one of the people up here, whether it be the mayor, the lawyer, whoever was speaking back to that person was eating up those 5 minutes. And so ended up that I don't think people felt satisfied.
Yeah, having been up there, I think our practice was to get the person, they would often have questions, and they would be instructed that we would try to answer those after they'd completed their time period. So there wasn't sort of a back and forth that would eat up their 5 minutes. So it was my experience that we actually tried to encourage the public, if you have questions, to state them, and then we can answer them after your 5 minutes are over. But we tried to make that accommodation, and I think we also let people go beyond it. I think a more pressing problem, that this identified, is that we had speakers who would try to speak twice in the same public comment period, which was, not appropriate, and I think we needed to be clear to identify that. So, again, I think I think 5 minutes is more than sufficient. And, the purpose of these meetings is really to get the town business done. It's important to have the public's feedback. I think that can be reasonably accommodated in the 5 minutes that we've allotted. Again, that 5 minutes is more than is usual and customary.
I think also,
Respectfully, Councilman Clark, rather than having a timing official stop the clock when one of us starts talking back to the public, right? I just thought it would be easier to extend it to 7 minutes. As many of us are well aware, there was a lot of feedback coming off this.
Mark, I support that. That's a professional courtesy to back and forth. I mean, Dean just pointed out his 3 points that, one, we should listen. So when the public gets up and speaks, we should listen and let them speak, capture all your thoughts, let them get their thoughts out, speak, have maybe one dialogue back and forth. I've been in this audience over the past year, witnessing it go back and forth. To your point, if we're fighting a clock, we got bigger problems. Whether it's 3 minutes or 7 minutes, it's about the dialogue, the way the public is able to address us and how we address them back. So moving forward, there's civility, there's open dialogue, and there's a procedural or understanding between both us up here as well as the public to make sure that we're listening to each other and we're effectuating open dialogue, not debates or cutting them off. I've watched people up there get about 2 minutes in, and then afterwards their 5 minutes was up because we were, from this dais, commenting back on them.
Correct.
So we don't need someone here with a stopper every,
No.
a timer here. So that's my opinion. You wanted 7, just up to 7 to give room. Hopefully the 7 minutes doesn't come into play at all. We'll be doing it in 2-3 minutes. It's just the posture and behavioral process between the public and us.
yeah, I kind of see it as, in the last number of years, the councils have debated whether it should be 3 minutes or 5, right? And I think it's a discipline problem, right? If the council is going back and forth and not being disciplined about letting the person speak and get their concept out, that's a discipline problem up here with all of us. So I'm not in favor of increasing it. I think the public deserves a chance to have that time to speak clearly and not having all of us jump in. But this is not meant to be a debate back and forth between, two sides going. It should be let the public, they're legally, they're allowed to come here, witness us do business, and then share their thoughts or questions or concerns at the microphone. Is not meant to be a Q&A necessarily or a press conference. Those needs can be met, I think, through other channels, right? Through emails, personal conversations, what have you, phone calls, and other means coming to the town hall. I'm a little worried that if we go to 7 minutes and we use it for different segments, that the meetings can get very, very long that way. And honestly, I mean, anybody who likes to talk a lot or doesn't, I mean, I think 7 minutes is a real long time. You should be able to get your point across probably in less than 7 minutes. Otherwise, it maybe just deserves a longer conversation with all of us or one of us, but not standing up there. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think also another concern is that I don't want folks to think that it puts on a legal obligation that doesn't exist, which is, as you alluded to, Councilman Blumetti, the requirement is that the public be allowed to witness the proceedings. Period, end of story. My concern, if we bump it up to 7, I mean, I encourage people to answer their questions. You should try to answer their questions. But there are times that you may have insufficient information or you don't want to disclose it. But if people think they now have 7 and you haven't answered their questions, somehow you've done something wrong or you're in violation of the law, which is not true. So I want council to understand that they're still free to not answer the questions if it's not appropriate, they don't have enough information, or they can get back to them. But I don't want the folks to believe if we bump it up to 7, well, now you got to answer my question, and you got to have a dialogue with me. That's not a requirement under there, and it can, part of it is you don't want to impede upon the efficient administration of the business that we have. There can be more efficient means to do it, but if folks think they can, get it done and you can answer the question within 7 minutes, great.
I mean, my personal preference, again, would be, I know Deputy Mayor Sylvester mentioned this, but going back to what we talked about in the beginning, what I talked about was, why don't we try out, being better listeners, being respectful, giving them the chance to speak. It's not meant for presentations necessarily. I heard that word used before. These aren't presentations. Maybe we try 5 for now. Again, if we see it's a problem, let's either become more disciplined or think about increasing it later.
Okay, I withdraw my motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I think
Thank you.
discussion is done. So we have the motion and the second. So we're now approving the amended resolution number 4. There was 2 amendments made. 1 amendment made, sorry. So we're approving the amended resolution 4 for the public comment period. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, it's approved. All right, so last but not least, Resolution 13. So this is a resolution of the Township of Sparta appointing a municipal housing liaison. So may I have a motion to approve Resolution 13?
I'd like to make a motion to table this.
Okay, is there a second? And then we can get into discussion.
I will second it.
Okay,
Discussion.
yep, discussion.
Yep.
I believe that the number one priority of this council is to fix and rehabilitate the zoning and planning office at this point. It seems to cause a great deal of problems with the planning board and with the public, and a week doesn't go by where 2 people don't come up and complain about their interaction with that board, with that office. And so I just think that, I know we've had to hire extra people to do the minutes, and we're behind on the minutes, and we've got a lot of tasks that need to be done. I just don't think that adding this to the staff is appropriate. Or
Are you, just so I'm clear, you're not arguing or debating that we don't need this role. We need a liaison, right? You're just arguing
yeah,
that
we
it shouldn't
probably
be an
need a
employee?
liaison, but maybe this office isn't equipped to handle it. Or maybe this person may not be equipped to handle it.
Well, Manager Zepp, if I may, what's the level of effort involved here, and who's been handling it and acting as the liaison? Has it been yourself or you and your staff?
Dory Fox has been our designated municipal liaison since she's been hired since I've been here for several years. There's not a whole lot involved with this because CGP&H, our third-party agent, they do most of the work, all right? But CGP&H needs to have a contact person at Town Hall, and she's the contact person, all right? And that's really primarily her role. She's also the intermediary between the finance office when CGP&H has questions regarding the finances, regarding affordable housing all. But that's primarily her role, and there isn't a whole lot of work involved on that front because CGP&H does most of the work. However, she is the main contact person, and she does handle any questions that arise related to the subject.
Does it have mostly to do with questions, or does it have to do with getting paperwork or any kind of applications or anything like that? Does she send that all over to them? Does that office send it?
They actually do most of that work. They get
do
the
it?
applications, they do all that. She is just the first contact as the municipal liaison related to the COA housing obligations that the township has.
She's just the point person?
Yes.
For initial contact?
Yes.
Just one clarifying question. Ms. Fox is the land use administrator for Sparta, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Is it usual and customary to put the land use administrator as the municipal housing liaison?
It has been,
Okay.
from my experience, yes.
Okay. And have you had, with respect to the duties required of a municipal housing liaison with respect to Sparta, have you had any issues with Ms. Fox duties in that regard?
No, I have not.
Okay. No
Have you
further
ever had to
questions.
hire someone else to do duties that may or may not be the
Not in
administrator's
regards to the
responsibility?
municipal liaison position, no.
No, but in regards to the minutes.
I don't think that's relevant here, and we
Sure
we
it's
have to be
relevant.
careful.
It's
Well,
all
let me
in-
finish, let me
it's
finish.
all in a
We have to be
40-hour
sure we
week.
don't talk about employees in a public meeting as well.
Okay.
We have to be careful.
All right.
Okay, so any
Should
more
we- should we
discussion on
just-
this?
Should we just put the title and not a person? The
Well,
position?
I think the point of the resolution is to name it, so we have a point person, not,
So we have a point person?
yeah.
I mean, it's semantics, but fine.
Okay, is there any more discussion on this? Because we have an open
No.
motion that was seconded on the table. So Councilman Scott, do you wish to want to vote on your motion?
So the motion is to table this right now.
Okay, so we're going to vote on that. We're going to vote on tabling.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to vote on Councilman Scott's motion to table Resolution 13. Could we do a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
No.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
No.
Mayor Blumetti.
No. Okay, so the motion to table Resolution 13 has failed, so we'll now move on to approval of Resolution 13. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Scott,
Yes.
Councilwoman Murphy,
No.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sylvester,
Yes.
Mayor Blumetti.
Yes. Okay, so Resolution 13 has passed. Okay, so we are at the end. Thanks, everyone, for a great first meeting, great reorg meeting. Let's have a wonderful year coming up. Let me have a motion, please, for adjournment. Have a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
I will second.
All in favor? Say
Aye.
aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Happy 2026.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everyone.